Good afternoon. Welcome back or welcome to Optimal Self Live. Super excited to come and join you today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And so, as always, welcome back. Those of you guys who have been here before, thank you so much for coming back and being part of this community, being part of these little daily talks. And if it's welcome too, well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I know that your time is absolutely precious, and the fact that you would spend 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes with us here means the world to us. And so, welcome to, and hopefully, you get something great out of today and that you can apply to your life. And ultimately, these are just short conversations just to talk about little things that could possibly set us on the right path to being our optimal self, to being the best version of you. Again, this isn't about comparison. This isn't about anything more than finding a way for you to tap into your full potential and be the best version of you. Because just remember this, please, is that in order for you to inspire others or help others, you must first tap inside of yourself to live to your full potential. If you can live to your full potential, you can inspire and help others to live to theirs. So imagine all those people around you that you love. Imagine all those people around you that you want to touch and you want to help and you want to be part of their life. The number one thing that you can do is be the best version of you. The number one thing that you can do is live to your full potential. And by doing that, you will absolutely inspire others to live to theirs. So, again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming along on this journey. Thanks for being part of it. And thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it. So, today I want to talk about a little thing called routine. And you've heard it in other platforms. You've heard us here talk about different words that may habits, right? That could definitely be part of your routine, things that you do regularly. But routine is simple. It's a sequence of actions regularly followed, a fixed program. I'm going to say it again. A sequence of actions regularly followed or a fixed program. So again, your routine are the things that you do every day. But I want to ask you, let's look at your day. Let's look at your life. Is your routine leading you toward or away of your optimal self, of you being the best version of you? Let's look at what that routine is. All right? Because listen, think about this. Each day is just made up of little tiny, many little tiny moments every single day. But it's really those habitual choices in your daily routine that ultimately determine your results. So again, are they leading me to or are they leading me away? We have to start to analyze. We have to start to measure what those things look like, what those daily choices, what those habitual choices are leading me towards. Because the moment you fix that routine, the moment you fix those little things to the things that are leading you toward who you want to be, how you want to show up in the world, whether it's the spouse that you want to be, the person you want to be, the job, the parent, whatever that is. What is the routine? What are those things? What are those choices that are going to lead me to being the best version of me so that that routine takes me where I want to go? All right? In Atomic Habits, James Clear uses one called the 2-minute rule. And basically, what he's saying is this: what we have to be able to do is be able to look at our daily actions and take them all the way down to the smallest possible thing that will allow me to get there. And what he says is this: if your goal is to read a book, instead, make it just read one page. We chunk it down. If your goal is to do 30 minutes of yoga, well, first, just take out the yoga mat. Just take that yoga mat out and see where that leads you, right? Again, reading the book, just read one page and see where that leads you, right? I was doing this today. I told this in another group today, is that mine had some laundry to do today, and it's quite a bit. and I know what it's going to take, the hanging up and the folding and the putting it away and the dryer from the washer to the dryer. It's a good hour to process over the course of the day. And the thought of that 2 hours is crazy. But in here he says instead of thinking about the gross of the laundry, just think about what? Just put it in the load. And then when it's time to fold, just fold one pair of socks and see where that leads you. He gives a really good analogy about running, and I think this we can apply to all of our lives, right? Because we all want those big, lofty goals, and I think we all should have them. But if your goal was to run a marathon, that's very hard, right? Because he talks about the ability to create the routine so that it gets it smaller and smaller and smaller to that one thing, the thing that I can do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, running a marathon today would be absolutely positively impossible for me. Like mentally, I could probably just do it. It would hurt. I mean, it would hurt bad. But here's the thing what I want you guys to see is so he says, look, running a marathon, very hard. Running a 5K, pretty hard, right? Walking 10,000 steps, moderately difficult, but it's getting less, right? All the way down to just walking for 10 minutes, right? That's starting to get a little bit easy. But how about just putting on your running shoes? How about just putting on the shoes, tying them up, lacing them up good? That's easy. So, again, what if the vehicle to the success is just putting those shoes on? Just that little tiny thing. And then we start in on what the next step is. But you got to get that first step in. Because if you don't have your shoes on, then there's no way to run that mile. There's no way to take those 10,000 steps. There's no way. There's no way. So you got to get that first thing in. That's what I want you guys to see. That's what I want you guys to understand is that the routine is not running the mile. The routine is not running the 3 miles. The routine is not that. The routine is putting those shorts on, socks on, shoes on. That's the routine. That's the choice. When you make that choice, it'll lead you to the next thing. So, what is that goal in your life? I want you to ask yourself that question right now. What is that thing in your life that feels so far away? What is it? You got it? Okay, keep that in your mind. And now let's work backward to what's the very first thing that has to be done so that that's even possible. Let's do that first. That's where we start, right? We start with those little tiny things so that we can lead to the big result. All right? I love it. Today was fantastic. I love the routine. I love talking about habits. I love breaking it down into bite-sized chunks. We got to break our lives down into those little tiny things. Because when you start to do those, you give yourself the option to have the bigger things. But we got to start with building better routines. We got to build better habitual choices daily so that they stack on top of each other so that the results are inevitable, so that you get to live that life that you deserve, right? But it starts with your actions. What is the sequence of actions that you need to regularly follow so that you can have the life you deserve? Chunk it down, right? What is that thing? What is that goal? What is that life? What is it that's eluding you? And now let's back it all the way down. Do that. Do that little thing first. And the rest is history. All right? That's what I got for you today. Thank you so much. Again, please like, comment, and share. This cannot grow without you. This does not exist without you. You are the catalyst for this. You are the catalyst for change. You are the catalyst to bring all of this up, to give people a platform and a way to share their insights, to live to their full potential. Everyone needs that option. Let's build it. Let's build it together. Again, there's somebody out there right now that I can't touch, that we at Optimal Self cannot touch, that you can. This is your opportunity to help them reach out. Shoot it over. Drop it in their direct message. drop it in an ad or whatever you want to do, but just again, share it with them so that they can see it. It's somebody that we can't touch and you can, and we'd love to help them too. All right. And as always, please, optimalself.today. Check it out. There's some videos over there. We got some things that we're building. Man, these guys are working their tail off on the back end to get things ready for you. So I want you guys to have it. I want you guys to see it. Get pre registered so that you're the first one who has an opportunity. All right? And let's get those routines. Let's build those habits because I want you to live to your optimal self, to have the opportunity to be the best version of you and inspire others to do the same. All right? Have a great, great night, and I will see you tomorrow.